Welcome, everyone. We are recording a game between the top two in the world in teams. That is Grandmaster Dmitry Kononenko, Valger, and Lars Johan Bortgorb, Icystun. And here we go. I like Queen K5 here. Queen K5 is probably the best move, in my opinion. There we go. Having some control over these two squares. Three, really. Yeah, the Terminator's grab on f2, then just bishop takes b7 check. We have seen the Terminators grab a loose pawn before, indeed. Yeah. They're going for it. Bishop takes b7 check. Bishop takes b7 check, I think should be good here. Oh. Rupnalak is in fact saying what the engines are thinking here. Whoa. What's this move about? Queen defend, knight hit. Oh yeah, you got this one. Yeah, and this bishop will take here and we'll check yellow. So it might actually be even material now. Obviously, queen there. Queen check, bishop check, queen takes, and then knight takes, and actually they're up a knight. Yeah, so I think what red is pointing at, queen to f10 is probably the move here. In which case, probably taking the knight, or taking the queen on f2 is best here. Take on f2, and then bishop check. He could actually get another tempo out of it. Think he could just develop a knight. Queen takes, and then takes here, and then you're a tempo ahead. And he has open rooks here. So I think knight c9 would tantalize yellow here. Queen takes. Yeah, queen takes might be best here. Yeah. And I think this is probably probably winning for blue-green, I would say, because red's not really developed, and that mate threat could be stopped easily. Valger goes for the knight to i3. Knight b7. Do we think that'll be played? Probably. Oh, not even knight b7. Knight c5 instead. Knight c4. Developing a knight, attacking the queen. I would have preferred e3 probably on move 5 over knight i3. Knight i3 gets a piece in the play though. And look at that early attack on the f13 square. Interesting. Probably knight here to block off this rook from taking this entire file. We got 7 specs here. Who is it? Who we got? We got Anna, Lily, Miss Jenny, Reexamine, Rupnalek, Unknown, and myself. Knight takes on d2. Wow. Probably queen. I'd go no. I don't know if I like that or not. Although it looks fine actually, because the queen cannot defend the knight any longer. However, that queen has pressure on that bishop, and oh, he decides to go for the queen trade, and now red is up a whole knight. But are red's pieces active enough in this game? Because blue is about to get a rook out. Indeed. Castle queen side? Maybe. Didn't castle queen side, just moved his rook to a7, which is fine. I think it's better to keep the king from getting in a strangely exposed position, not beside other pieces. So red yellow are currently up a knight, but oh yeah, and blue green have pieces all on the back rank. So red yellow are now at the advantage. Is there a reason to move the rook back? Moves the rook back. Why does he move the rook to the back rank? Oh, is it because there was a rook here move, defending or attacking the bishop? I think that was the idea. I would go knight k12. That's me. I go knight k12. That way, if the bishop is taking, then we just take back with the pawn and open for the J file for the yellow rook. All right. Rook to n4, threatening rook takes mate. What do you do now? Bishop block. Yes. And now green and blue both have a rook out each. Probably d11. Pushes a pawn. And now you can't trade bishops because that leads to mate. No, I like rook to h14 best here. Ouch. Maybe what you do as red is you push g3, but then bishop takes g3 is a problem. Because check. You have to be able to stop bishop takes g3, and that's basically impossible. If the bishop recaptures, then check, check, and the king goes to g2. And green can move pieces in the meantime. It's very hard to face these two bots, as they are actually down a piece, yet they're in incredible position. And their pieces aren't developed. This is a tough one for red now. But yellow could still move the rook to h12. And red doesn't have to, or blue doesn't have to take red. Blue could just develop more pieces, or make waiting moves to tempt red and yellow to try to overextend themselves. Okay, so he did take. So rook out. If rook takes knight, then knight takes rook, and green has a back rank full of pieces. Is he going to give up the rook for the knight? He did. Wow. Knight takes, what does that result in? It is now a rook for a bishop. They're looking at bishop there to c7. I'd be disappointed if Valger and Icy lose this first game, because I won the first against them, and I was red-yellow. Okay, yes. I think I like this move, because green is still hanging his pieces on the back rank, and that just forces the rooks off the board. Red does have an open file. I would say, dude, rook to f12, maybe not, but there is a knight hanging, and that's a problem. Yeah, I'm fine with that one. The knight should go to l6 now. I'd be amazed if he decided to do the dark square bishop instead. Yep, knight l6. Threatening k4, of course. I'd go e3. That's what I'd do. e3, and take. Bishop takes, check. No, I don't like g3. I like e3. No. Ah, man. Moves the rook. How about knight to g3? Knight to g3. Knight to g3, shielding against the g13 square. I feel like you're overextending yourself if you play rook to f5. So still, an exchange and a pawn. And that's the imbalance in this game. In exchange for a pawn. Okay. King g2 blocks the bishop. Looks like j2 will fall. Okay, let's clear some arrows here. If the bishop takes the knight, then he'll drop b5, and he doesn't, so how about e4? It looks like it might be developing their pieces, actually. Yeah, yellow's rook's the only one active. Okay, I don't see the comments. I haven't been... Oh. The bot's saying hello, Valger, to an Icystun twice. I mean, I guess you have to cut your eval function short of the timing when... oh, man. When you're running low on time. Oh, this could be just one for the Team Terminators. Ouch. How about pushing... yeah. Getting on the dark square is fine here now. Okay, the obvious move, which is knight to I4 check. And you couldn't even move your rook to protect it because bishop takes was coming next. And yeah, you're blocking your own bishop on g2. Better than g3 was e3. If I had to say anything, but I'm here. It's like king g2. That knight is now under attack. The Terminator has to defend against taking on b10. Maybe he doesn't have to, because after bishop takes b10, okay, yeah, he moved his bishop to defend it, of course. I did see that a second ago, but not now. All right. The knight will move back to attack the rook now, and rook takes knight. So I think we're going to see a bigger advantage now for blue-green. So knight to j6, rook takes. Oh yeah, that one too. That one's dangerous. That may even be more dangerous. I'm looking at rook takes g12. There goes a knight. Well, that may not be fun for blue. That knight is very tricky. It's the only piece in the game right now for green. The bot really does like to put one piece in the game at a time. Okay. Wow. Wow. That doesn't work. If you block, then... yeah, it doesn't work. Take, check. There's a skewer. And then it's rook trade. Although yellow now has a threat on c6. The way to actively defend that is probably king to b7 or knight to b8. Knight to b8, I think, is going to be played by blue here. Knight b8. Defending against not only c6, but also bishop takes and winning the rook. Oh, and that was just a rook right there. Wonder if they just flat out missed that, or yeah, now you take on b10. You take on b10 and just try to get the other rook back, I guess. This looks very tricky position, but I think knight to f5 will be played next. Ooh, what was that move? Wow. Is that just mating? No, it's not mating. Not quite. But there is a bishop. There is that bishop move on J8, and that's checkmate right there. So blue's definitely looking at rook here check, and here, and you have this one up next, or this one. All right, blue's gonna find some way to solve both. Okay, well, he didn't solve everything. He's dropping the other rook, but I don't think it really matters. The attack on red is very strong here. I think this is just one for blue-green. You cannot afford to make a mistake as a human. Also, rook takes c6, still kind of a threat, because then rook takes d5 as well. Rook takes c6, so maybe the knight moves here to defend that. Rook takes d5 would be the next option. Yeah, so that knight is definitely going to defend c6. And I think this is going to be sealed victory for Icystun, or for the Terminators, I should say. All right, 8 spectators. Who do we have? Oh, we have Tony. Okay. All right, rook to d4. Trying to get out the weaknesses in blue camp. But if blue's attack is stronger on red than yellow's is on blue, then blue-green are going to win. In fact, I think bishop to j8. Oh my goodness. Getting the rook out of activity here. Blue's pieces are all in his own camp and out of play, but it's still safe for blue-green. Check takes is mating, is it not? Or does the blue king run here? Oh, I think the piece activity is. I think if you play knight to oh my goodness, couldn't you play knight to I5 as red? Give up a knight and seal the threat on the blue king. Allow this knight to be in play here. Maybe not, because I'm sure blue would defend against it. But here we go. Knight check. Knight check, rook takes. Knight check here. What's wrong with that? I think you give up the knight here and go for mate. but I might be wrong. What? Knight check? What am I missing here? Rook, bishop takes, rook takes, and then the king goes here, and I think it was mating, but the king runs this direction. And rook check, and the king runs this way. Yeah. And now that bishop's actually in the way. I think blue gets an extra move here and plays c4 to stop the whole entire threat. I still think I still think you give up your rook here and go knight check. I think you go knight check. I just don't like the way this was played by the two of the world's best here. Knight c9 check, giving up the rook. What? Oh, what? Disrespectful not to resign here? Yeah, I don't know how you survive this as blue green now. It's red yellow. Sorry. Yeah, now green's bishop is gonna skewer. Those bishops are controlling everything. Rook takes. Oh my goodness. Ouch. That bishop has to run. Game one not looking so hot for red yellow. Although I think rook takes c8 and bishop takes check. It's a skewer on the green bishops. But then the bishop would attack the rook, would it not? Well, rook takes c8, bishop check may have been the last try, and after that, I think it's a goner. Those bishops are too powerful, those green bishops. Don't need to check red or anything, they just need to stop yellow from attacking blue. Oh, wow. Yeah. I kind of find it hard that Valkyr didn't play Icystun didn't play knight c9 check. But probably the king was running, right? Oh my. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching. We're gonna do the next one in a little bit.